Good day, everyone. Our project is entitled Handwritten Number Recognition Using Image Processing with Deep Learning. Our members are Mr. Bejo, Mr. Dina, Ms. Durano, me, Ms. Elizalde, and Mr. Nolasco. The requirements of the client. The client requires us to record the handwritten number of the user or the child or the children and create a database that holds the pictures and can be accessible on the internet so that busy parents can see the change or improvements of the child. These should also have a teaching part for the children. It should show them what number to write to. The statement of the problem. The main problem is that the parents are busy nowadays. They don't have time to go to the school of their child, and sometimes they ask only the yaya or helper to attend such matters, especially the single parents. Another application of this is for rehabilitating patients so that they can be assessed.
And here we can see the use case diagram. We have two actors here, the student and the administrator. The student is required to enter the student number, enter the name, and also needs to write the number and shows number on the camera. Then the administrator checks the database and then validates the information. Here we can see the conceptual class diagram. There are three elements in this place, the student written number, and the data set. The student has the characteristic of the number, the variable character, and the age, which is also a number. Then the student written number, here we collect from the student, it's one-to-many. It has the student number, the sample number, the written number in the form of image, and if the image had matched either yes or no. Then here, we could see that it is transferred to the data set so that the number will be verified if it's matched or not.
Here we have the context diagram. In our context diagram, it composed of the parent, child, and administrator. The parent input the child's information and it will process the image. The child information will store in the administrator. We have the child here. The child will enter a handwritten number. Then it will process in the 0.7 image processing of handwritten number. Then the result will lead to the parents. This is the level 0 diagram. The child will input the handwritten number, then it will receive and interpret the process is receive and interpret the handwritten number. The result will be get by the parents. While the parents input the child's information like the name, age, and other information, it will store in the second process. Then the child's information and result that came from the parents and the child will be supervised by the administrator.
Here is the entity diagram for level 1. So here we could see that the process from the level 0 are more specified. So for the process 1, we have the handwritten number of child will first go to the first process, which is the image processing, and then it will go to the second process, which is compare, wherein the data set will be compared to the image that was input by the child. Then together it will go to the third process, which is the machine learning, and then the result will be seen. The next one is for the second process. So the child's information will go to the first process, the 2.1 process, which is to record the child's information. And then the handwritten numbers of child, which will go to the second process, which is the 2.2 process, the record handwritten numbers of child. Both results will go to the next process, which is the record results, wherein the child's information and the handwritten numbers will be recorded, and together the user will see the child's information and results.
So for the datasets for our handwritten digits, we use handwritten digits for our datasets. For example, for number 1, these are acceptable images that can be read as 1, Then for number 2, these are examples of images, input images, which can be accepted as 2 until 0 to 9. So we have input images which can be read from 0 to 9 by our Python-based program. So this is the source code of our program. So we use Python and we use the basic libraries used essential for scikit-learn, which are NumPy, SciPy, and Pillows. So in here in the program, we use basic scikit-learn for image processing. We use IMRead, IMResize, ASType, and bytescale, which are all used from Pillows libraries. We also used the 4 in each pixel in each row for the prediction of the numbers, as well as to predict the next input images.
Sir, we apologize that we are not able to create a website for the machine learning application. However, we have an image processing program for the handwritten numbers. So we are going to demonstrate on how the program works. So I will be demonstrating the handwritten number program. So I will draw number 1. Oh my gosh. Wait. Yeah, I will draw number 1. So here is number 1 on Paint, and I'm gonna save it. Then we will run the program in the exe command line. So here it is. So here it shows number 1. So this program reads number 1 as the digital image of the handwritten image. And I'm going to show another example. So I'm going to draw 0. There. I'm going to save it. And then I'm going to run the program. And then the program reads 0 as a handwritten number. And then I'll have another example. Oh, I'll write 7. Here. I'm going to save it. And I'm going to run the file, the program. So the program reads 7 as a handwritten number. Thank you. So that concludes our project. This is handwritten number program. Thank you.